Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Want to Talk About It. Today is Saturday, August 9th, I believe. Let me double check that. It's August 8th, Saturday, August 8th, and tonight we're talking about Cogito ergo sum. And no, that's not a complicated math problem. That is a philosophy statement that simply means I think, therefore I am. But tonight we're going to ask, does it really make you what you are? So stay tuned. Yeah, let's do that. Stay tuned. We're gonna be right back. We're gonna get right into it.
I wanna talk, is you keeping up? Lay it all out to see what's what. Really a topic that won't get discussed. Search for the truth before the truth finds us. They can argue about the surface, but if you're here, we talk deep with motivation and inspiration. You can hear my guest speak unchained in a filter, the slice of reality. You wanna talk? Well, it's my thing. Every Saturday night, let your consciousness stream. Wanna talk about it? We gon' talk. We gon' talk. Hey, we gon' talk. Wanna talk about it? Wanna talk about it?
For some reason, I'm having audio problems with the other angle. Let me see if I get that camera going real quick. Give me a second. So yeah, Cogito ergo sum. Again, it's not a complicated math problem. What's up, Heroes, Horrors, Games, and Gadgets? I ain't seen you in a minute. Where you been, bro? Where have you been? Golly. All right, let me see if I can kind of fix this in the background. So Cogito ergo sum. Again, it's not a complicated math problem. We're doing that now. What in the hell? It is actually a philosophical statement claiming that I think, therefore I am. So my question is that really true? Right? So, for instance, you could think you're a doctor, but are you a doctor if you can't perform the duties of a doctor? Right? So that's kind of what I'm touching on there. Let's see here. This should fix it. Yes, because I don't want to look at this angle this whole time and switch angles. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Let me make sure. What's up, Teddy Grass TV? Just making sure the audio is good on this angle. Oh, the music is playing. Hold on. I hear it. Got it. Got it. My bad, y'all. That definitely should have fixed it. Hold on. I'm still checking. Bear with me. Oh. Got it. We are in business, folks. So Cogito, ergo sum. We're getting back to it. So, because you think you're a doctor, are you a doctor, right? Or because if that was the case, why are people going to medical college for 12 years in order to get their medical degrees in order to operate on it? Or would you just trust somebody who said that they are a doctor without any credentials? Don't think so. So, last show we did talk about to be or not to be versus do what thou wilt. And this is actually along that same line of thinking, right? So you can't necessarily do what you will if you don't know what you're doing, right? Kind of that whole, going back to Coach Ergo stuff. You can say you're a doctor all you want to, do what thou wilt, right? But you still got to know what you're doing. Let's see. Again, I think therefore I am, we're not operating from the fairy tale sense of that's what you are. Like even in the sense of, again, with the transgender movement, a lot of though that populace believes they are who they are. But the reality that the rest of us live in, we see otherwise, right? So let's start back again with the I think therefore I am. So there is some truth to that overall, because in order to become what you want to become, you have to start thinking in some facet that you are that, or else what's going to motivate you to take on those traits, those responsibilities, those ideas, right? It has to resonate with you in some way, shape, or form, and in order for you to even want to go down that route to say, oh, I am going to be the next LeBron James, right? So again, the other part of that is in the process of attempting to be the next LeBron James, you realize that there is a talent gap or an ability gap, right? I think I've covered this before. Some people are naturally talented, they're able to pick up things a lot quicker, while some others are able to develop that same ability, but it's not as picked up as quickly because they're not naturally talented towards picking up that ability quickly. So it takes them longer to develop that ability. Same idea here, right? Same concept. So the reality check comes in when we have practical, and like med school, you have practicals, right? So you learn the book knowledge, what are cells, what do they do, what does this virus do, what does this medication do, and how does it cure it, right? You learn all that, the book knowledge, the theory behind it, and then you go into an actual setting and you apply that book knowledge and see if you've applied it correctly. That is what the practicals is. So does your knowledge apply in that field practically when placed up against reality? So you can think you're this all you want to, but does your knowledge in this field apply practically, right? And we get into a different scope of things kind of when we talk about coaching, because they have practical knowledge, but a lot of the coaches haven't played at the level that they're coaching at, right? But their practical knowledge still applies, and you can see that proof because the guys who are talented using this practical knowledge excel. Okay. Let me take a look. I should bring up two screens. Some yo's in the chat. Yo, hold on. There we go. So let's see here. Let me get back to my notes. And then there's it's almost like a trap, right? Like a lot of times they tell kids my color, black kids, that you can be a basketball star, a football star, or a rapper, right? So we don't really develop other ideas of what to be or what to excel at in the highest level. We don't we don't coach excelling at litigation. We don't coach excelling at medicine, right? There are a lot of cultures, or the other cultures that do coach excelling at these things. Okay, so there's that desire. So some of these kids are going to be basketball players when in actuality they're more naturally geared towards being a litigator or a doctor, right? Or a banker, something an accountant, something that would apply more long term in the community. Okay. So that's kind of where I'm at with the whole thinking of cogito ergo sum, right? There's these ideas that are present and can spur you forward, but we've also got to be able to discern and apply the idea practically in order to get the result. So we're going to go into the first ad right here, and we'll be right back.
Taking us, look where it's taking us. They woken, not waking up. Stuck in me, shaking up. Has wisdom forsaken us? Look where it's oh, they woken, not waking up. Stuck in me, shaking up. Has wisdom forsaken us? Look where it's taking us. They woken, not waking up. Stuck in me, shaking up. Has wisdom forsaken us? Look where it's oh, they woken, not waking up. Stuck in me, shaking up. Has wisdom forsaken us? Look where it's taking us. They woken, not waking up. Stuck in me, shaking up. Has wisdom forsaken us? Look where it's oh, they woken, not waking up. Stuck in me, shaking up. Has wisdom forsaken us? Look where it's taking us. They woken, not waking up. Stuck in me, shaking up. Has wisdom forsaken us? Look where it's oh, they woken, not waking up.
Forgot to put the mic back on. That is my fault, man. So, going back what I was saying, check out Diversified Multimedia. If I do a collaboration with Think and Thug, it's gonna be Thug when it drops. We also got my project coming out on October 16th, Motown Me. And also check out the commercials that just ran. The second one was by my guy Justin for Duluth Photos. Go check him out on YouTube right now. Also, Bumbidian Entertainment. I think he's on both of those channels. So yeah, a lot of projects going on. Appreciate you, Mike. Appreciate you, man. But I was talking about with Cogita ergo sum, how sometimes there's a talent gap that you can either overcome or you can't overcome. That's just how it comes. Not you don't have enough time to overcome it, I should say. So you can either overcome it in a timely manner, or you don't have time to overcome it. Right before you don't have the ability to overcome, to overdo it anymore, or there are just physical limitations that prevent you from ever being that. Again, in the case of basketball players, you may want to be, the greatest center alive, but your height tops out at 5'10", it's probably not going to happen, right? And that's not a talent thing. That's not a want thing. That's not a mindset thing. That's a physical limitation thing, and you can't, it's kind of hard to grow after you're done growing. Just saying. Music is still playing, and the sound is muffled. Uh,
We'll go back to this angle. This angle should be better. I monitored. I checked everything before I started. Everything was good on the sound check. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Everything was good on the sound check when I started. Oh man, it's always something. But yeah. And then the other thing, the talent gap, the talent time gap. How long would it take you to become a crackpot shot like Steve Curry without having the natural talent to be a Steve Curry? Steve Curry. How many shots would you have to put in over how much time would you have? It's that thing, right? And then genetically, Steph Curry got it from a little bit from his dad, Dale Curry. So there's that too, the genetics part. These things I'm looking at the wrong instance. It's just things you can't overcome. You killed me. What did I do, sir? What did I do? Yeah, I think the music probably is playing somewhere. Yeah, it's real low. I see it right there. I turned it down for you. I wanted to keep the music a little bit for ambiance, man. Is it too loud? Let me know if it's too loud, man. I'll turn it down some more. Do I need to turn it off? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I'm not a DJ, sir. I'm not thinking about being a DJ right now. So therefore, I can't be a DJ. See how that works? Philosophy. Bad. That's better. All right. Bad. Bad. Appreciate y'all for joining. Appreciate y'all for joining. Give it a like. Turn it back up. Turn that shit up. What the hell? I don't even know how that's playing right now. I did not pick the commercial to be playing. Oh, my shit done backed up. Oh shit. I'm looking at the live from 15 minutes ago. Golly. I know I ain't no DJ, man. I ain't DJ, man. I ain't Iron Man. What does that say? I can't. Can I put my chat up on here? Can I put my chat up on here? Where's Hook at when you need Hook? I need to know if I can put my chat up on here. I can't see nothing. It's not letting me see. It's not letting me see on here. I can't see what you said. It was an ambulance or ambulance.
I'm gonna call the ambulance, or I'm gonna need an ambulance. Yeah, I'll say what's up to Incredible Will Hunt Beats. He got some incredible Will Hunt Beats. Yes, sir. Y'all check him out on YouTube. And where else? We'll tell him, man, put it in the chat where, man, put y'all stuff in the chat where you at. The quick maths. Oh man. Man, it's just like football, man. If you're a guy who tops out at 150, odds are you're not gonna be good for the NFL, you know? Cogito ergo sum. You can only think so far, right? But the thing about that is, Cogito ergo sum, flip side. You can organize a little man's football league. Think therefore you are, right? Because who says a football player has to be 250 pounds, he's 6'3"? Football players, anybody who plays the football game, right? And if you're getting paid, hey, you are a professional football player. Boom, done. What's going on? Let me check my notes. Let me see where I'm at. Yeah, man, discernment. Getting to see him past your own ego. Like, I was just watching a clip of with wrestling with Kevin Owens and CM Punk. And for you guys who watch wrestling, CM Punk is his wrestling's been around for a while, right? And his thing is he's the best wrestler in the world. And the guy Kevin Owens was like, bro, how are you constantly calling yourself the best wrestler in the world when everybody knows you're not the best wrestler in the world? And CM Punk's response was, hey, bro, it's about mindset. Basically, like, if you tell yourself you're the best person in the world and you go out there and prove you're the best person in the world, and you got the belt that says you're the best person in the world, and who are you to tell me I'm not the best person in the world? Or the best wrestler in the world? I'm sorry. Best person. Yeah, where can we find the Will Hunt beats, sir? So I know if I was a wrestler, my thing would be a steel chair. That's right. You do something, anything dirty to me, I'm getting you either by the end of that show or next week with a steel chair. It's just coming. That's just how it happens. I'll take the fines. I'll take the fines. So you're getting a steel chair. That's how that goes. Uh, but again, that's if I was wrestling. Boom, 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 boom. Where we at in the notes? See, man, it's talking about a second break. I'm a little bit ahead of my speaking, so I probably should have slowed it down some. But I didn't think y'all would appreciate a slow down cadence in this topic, especially when it comes to philosophy. You get that slow, drawn out discussions, people will fall asleep. And I'm a guy who likes philosophy, ethics, and morals, who will study those things. And if you're a teacher who's just going to drag the concept, yeah, I'm going to sleep. It's just how it goes. I'm sorry. And then the other kicker is I don't even consider myself a teacher. People are like, yeah, why do you? I've been asked why don't I teach? Because I don't want to teach. I point where you can go to get teaching, but I don't want to do the teaching thing. So I should start actually putting like links to the books that I've read, references to the books I've read. I know I have like a formatted flyer with a list of some of the books that I've read in regards to these concepts that I spread throughout my pages. So if you're on my Facebook page, my TikTok page, or my Instagram page, you probably have run across it. Scroll past, go back and check it again. There's some good books. I pulled up my notes and then look at my notes. I like that. I like that. We're gonna go ahead and pull up the other ads. I want to get used to doing my ads, because I do want to get longer slotted ads in here. When the people in the population, and you think the outside world, right? Plus the clicks is coming with some fire. So I should load up some stuff, Mike, into the drive, so I can download it and run these things as ads. I'm about to run this dang thing, and I'll be right back in a second.
Patient, I peep from the shadows. I creep through the shallows. It's just to carry a thought. Heavy is buried a lot. No mark at the spot. Still I'm connecting the dots. Train ran away, unleashed. It's the way that I'm trained. I'm training the beast to be tamed.
Guess who's back? Yes, it's back. You know what's dope about that? You take a sip of a drink, get cuss out my producers, get do a little Diddy show for some shit like that in the break. Bombay Entertainment, he's liking my stuff. I told you I'll go check him out. Go check him out. And we're back. We're back to the topic of Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. I like this line right here. It says, I think, therefore I am should mean, I think, therefore I can observe reality clearly, measure where I lack, and adjust my moves. Right? And that's how you would get to where you would, instead of thinking you are, actually become. Unless, again, you have the physical limitations or you don't have the time to become, right? But I think a part of that adaptation is realizing the time frame that you have available to become what it is you're trying to become, and you adapt to that or to become that within that time. You know, it's the thing. It's a whole effort and energy thing. Whole effort and energy, right? So some practical steps right here, right? Let's think about what you're really trying to be. First off, is it physically possible for you to be there? Again, if you're 5'10" and you want to be an NBA center, it's probably not going to happen. The odds are stacked against you tremendously. So we have to be realistic about the things that we're wanting to do, right? Are they attainable? Are they attainable in our lifetime? I could want to be an astronaut on fucking Venus, but is that going to happen in my lifetime? Odds are probably not. So I'm not saying give up that goal, but if that's something that you want to contribute to in order for that to happen just generally, it probably, yeah, that's probably a good thing for you to do. I can't say here, like, you know, here or there, now, today, and 2026. But if you're wanting to be that person who walks on Venus, it's probably not going to happen in your lifetime if you're alive today. So again, physical limitations, time restrictions, right? Look, let me too much respect the timeline. Right? If it takes long to develop the skill, you got to embrace the grind instead of quitting. Or, again, realizing that the time scale maybe it's just may be just too long and too much of a barrier, and you got to pivot, which was part 3 right here. Pivot without losing your identity. And just because you're 5'10" and you can't be that an NBA center anymore. Again, you can make your own league. You know, like Ice Cube, break big with that and be the star center of that league. Right? You're still a center, star center at that. May just not be for the NBA. Right? You can check the chat right here. The video for that song is fire. Man, that's from Billion Entertainment. Loose photos, man. Who's identifying as no, I was just using that as an example of Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. You know, you can think that you're, you know, an NBA center at 5'10", but you know, the reality would have to soon hit you. Hopefully it hits you that you're not that. I'm not saying that you can't be a renowned center in a league, but you would have to develop that league at a 5'10" in order to be that renowned center in the league that you with that prestige that you like, right? So again, like the big 3, kind of that, along those lines, right? Man, Xevious Europe on here, man. Matter of fact, tell them about your Twitch. You got the Twitch squad going on, man. Put that in the chat right there real quick. And shit, I identified as an NBA player at one point. My 3-point was nice, man. I feel like I should have been the first Steph Curry. I'm a few years older than him, but I kept going, you know, so I probably could have broke big. Dropped a few 3-pointers, played about 4 years and got about the game, you know what I'm saying? take my money and my talents elsewhere. Y'all ain't got nothing for me in the chat. Nobody's got any questions, no concerns. Speaking of sinners, y'all see homie. I seen two people declare for the WNBA draft. It was Royce White and I don't want to screw up the other guy's name. But I know Royce White. I've seen his content. I know he's doing this as a poking the bear type moment, right? Kind of like poking the holes in the logic of what they're, is what they're asking for when they're debating whether transsexual, I don't even, is it men or women, whether transsexuals should be in the league, right? Along with the other women. And it's like the contradiction is the league is about empowering women, but you want these men who are saying they're women to come into the league to play basketball. So you're just like, hey, fuck it. I think, therefore I am. To the extreme, right? I think I am a woman, therefore I am a woman, therefore I should be able to play in this league made specifically for women, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Retro Gaming Dojo up in here, bro. He's talking about he just left the group. But you got to let everybody in the chat know where the group is at on Twitch. Where do you find your information on Twitch, man? I feel like I should put that back, like, more on my back. Like, oh, man. They better clarify them shit. Them dudes gonna dominate. You know what? I'm not going to discriminate. I am not going to discriminate at all. That's not my place to say who should play in their league and who shouldn't play in their league. I think the league is all about diversity and inclusion. And if this is what they want to do in order to exhibit their diverse attitudes and their inclusive mindsets, then so be it. I might watch a few games just to see what the outcome is. It might be interesting to see, these guys get beat up by these ladies. You never know what can I say? Because they're identifying as women, right? Never mind. I can't even say that. So that's interesting to see here, folks. Keep it moving. But you done got me caught up in the in that talk. It's not even why I do. This is not even what we do on this channel all the time. But hey, when you get on here, matter of fact, it is what we do. Well, I'm bullshitting, folks. I'm bullshitting, boy. That is what we do. But it's been a while. It's been a while. Oh, by the way, next week we're having a panel discussion about AI. Yes, I'm assembling people right now, like the Avengers. We're going to get together. Oh, want to talk about its style. We're going to discuss AI. Good, bad, productive, destructive, constructive, reproductive. We'll talk about all that. We'll talk about all that with AI. We'll give you about an hour, maybe an hour and a half of just good discussion about AI. A lot of us in this crew especially use AI in some shape, form, or fashion. So we're going to be able to give you firsthand experience in how we're applying AI, some of the things that we see projected down the pipeline with AI. So yeah, that's going to be a good one. Oh yeah, AI combo, sir. Next week, man. And I just seen that they're planning on putting a data center in orbit, which is that's the most common. That's to me it seems like common sense, but okay, right? Yes, sir. Next week, 9:30. I know I was late tonight because I went to go find these card covers for my Pokemon cards and for my seeds. The seeds don't fit in the motherfucking cover, so I wasted my money on one of them. So, but I got all my Pokemon cards in the slots. So, but within the binder, finish it off when I get inside the house. I did get some Transform video footage for you guys who like Transform action figures. I am a collector of those, for y'all that don't know. What else? What else? What else? Just released again every Thursday. You'll be getting a new release from me. The latest release is called Alluring, right? Because she is so alluring. Uh, got Diversified Multimedia and Think and Though. They just dropped a single called World Takeover. It is fire. And I think I seen or heard multiple versions of it. I think I heard a different version on TikTok. Yes, they are on TikTok as well. It's Diversified Multimedia and Think and Though. Both are on TikTok. Y'all check out Xevious, the Retro Gaming Dojo on Twitch. And a lot of people. It's crazy. Chat's full of creators. I'm in my mouth dry trying to tell you everybody's name out. It's fucking crazy. Will Hunt Beats, y'all go check him out. He's on YouTube right now. He's got a few songs, if I recall. I don't even say if I recall. I know he's got a few songs in there. I'm not sure what he's updated since I last been on the page. But definitely go check out that page. And on that note, I want y'all to need y'all to donate your motherfucking day. Hold on. 13 different versions. Hold up. A whole episode. Hold on. 13 different versions. Whole is that what you're saying? 13 different versions of the whole episode? In the meantime, dominate your motherfucking day, dominate your motherfucking night, and remember, motherfucking people, motherfucking people. Got me? You get me? We good. We out. We out, Mike. We out. Where's my outro? Did I make an outro? I did. Boom.